Hello, welcome everyone to my Minecraft Season 2 World Tour. My name is Modest, here to show you guys my jungle village that I built a few years back. I'm showing this to you guys at nighttime because you kind of get the full effect of the village at night because it's all lit up and stuff like that. I don't know for sure if cocoa beans provide a light source, but they're there and they look illuminated, so that's kind of cool effect. We got a bunch of torches. I want to say I put some glowstone in here. And yeah, so this is the main area of the world. Like, this is where I spent a majority of my time building. I don't know specifically where I want to start the tour. There's a lot to cover. This will probably be a good, I don't know, 30-minute episode probably. This is there's a lot to cover. But a lot of the stuff I built is pretty simple stuff that I can fly through pretty easy, but I just wanted to give you guys a nice view overall, the whole world. Kinda, there's more to it, but this is my main village area. This big chunk cluster tree with an ocelot on it is my storage room, so that's why it looks a little funky, but overall, very cool world that I made. Kinda go down here, show you guys the big walkway. Got some water pouring down. Got some, like, exposed mountainside with some minerals in it that I added in there. Very cool. Oh, I'm in a tree. Alright, so I'm gonna switch it back to daytime here, and we're gonna fly pretty much to the start. To start the entrance area. Holy crap, I'm lost. I gotta follow the pathway. Pretty much when I first made this world, I started out in the trees, but I eventually built all the way out over to here. This is kind of where it ended. I had this pathway that started here. It led over here to a village, and all these floating shrubbery and stuff like that are from jungle trees that I would bone meal, and then I would chop them down. This was just where I would come to chop wood because I didn't want to chop any of the trees in the actual jungle. I didn't want to ruin the whole, the jungle's natural look. So from there we would head onward over to here. This was sort of a, like, tunnel that I made through the mountainside here. This side right here, this one block sort of track thing, was supposed to be a minecart track, but I never got around to finishing it. But had I finished it, it would have been cool to have a minecart right here, and then I left this sort of open pathway here for people just to walk back and forth. And I kind of cleared it out and left bits of stone up above and the dirt, and like there was just this natural hole right here with vines coming through, and it gave it a really nice look. I also broke up the slabs here and put like little bits of shrubs, stuff like that, just to give it a cool effect. And overall, it's a cool little pathway. It's a shame I never got around to finishing it, but it transitions over here into this gravel pathway I made. Just a simple pathway, but I would just have it kind of, go throughout the jungle floor. And I built a few houses down here. I know I have a couple things, but my main area where I built was up top, up in the trees. But we're nowhere near that right now. We're actually a little ways away. And I built just a little house here. Didn't furnish it or anything like that. It was just supposed to be built kind of like a hobbit hole or something, just built into the land. Built into the mountain. This sad excuse of a house is literally just a door that goes into the mountain, so wasn't much I could do to really furnish other than put the door, but that was just another place where someone could live. And it was kind of cool. It went through this little underpass area, and then it came up, and I continued the pathway. This house right here was supposed to be Yoda's hut from Empire Strikes Back, like, from Star Wars. Not really too accurate, but it was just kind of like something I could build. It kind of made sense, because, the jungle, the planet Yoda lived on was Dagobah. It was more swampy, but it fit the theme, and I was like, why not build it? So it's just this little room you can kind of go in. It was just something to add. Then I just got another small little house. You'll see a lot of these little houses throughout the world, but most of the time they don't actually have anything in them. They were just, a little building just to add to the area. Pretty cool. Right here I had this little directory that, again, never got around to adding stuff on. I was gonna put like a sign like over here, the pathway leads to like this little fishing pond area, and then I was gonna have it be like, if you continue this way, you go to the whole village. And overall, this view right here I think is really cool. This is one of the biggest. This is probably like the thumbnail or something. To me, this is one of the coolest views. You kind of see the walkways all go up. You got the water flowing. You got the exposed mountainside. You can see up into the treetops how it progresses, like it ascends upwards. Overall, I think that was probably one of my favorite areas, like just walking up and down. It was a really cool effect. But I want to show you guys a little fishing pond area because it's kind of a little bit out of the way, but it's cool to show you guys. This was towards the end of the season that I built this stuff. Like, you'll see a lot of things are unfinished here, and that's because this is when I my decline of Minecraft kind of started, because I put a lot of work into this world, like, very grind heavy. I did a lot of work in the end making a Enderman farm, and it burned me out, and I was like, oh my god, and then I just never got around to finishing my other projects. But this was somewhat finished. At least these two builds are finished in full, but I was going to add more things. I never got around to it, but pretty much we have just a little house right here with like a water wheel. The water wheel looks really cool. It's got cobblestone in the center, but it's got some stair blocks, so it kind of, you know, it's got that opening. It looks kind of cracked and busted. Got some vines on it, and then it's just made up of like fence, stair blocks, and slabs, and just gives it kind of that you know, that look, the water wheel look. Really cool. And it's just got this little house next to it. House is just, you know, a little simple design, nothing fancy. Go inside, just got a bed, got some tools. I got a lot of supplies left in here. And then you come out, and a little boat right here. Got a little dock that goes around. Dock's actually pretty cool. It's got this little lamp right here that looks pretty cool. And then I remember someone suggested this. It's a shame that I don't remember who, but they said if I add just sugarcane down at the very bottom of the water and put like glowstone with it, it just gives kind of, you know, from the, like, above the water, it looks kind of like, I guess, like seaweed. It's just a cool little effect, and then it gives you some light. So like, say it's nighttime and you're around here, you just kind of get that, you know, that cool lighting effect down below. And it's just a cool, you know, cool little effect you can do. I keep saying cool. I need a I need a new adjective. And then over here was just a little fishing hut. Pretty cool. It was, oh my god, I did it again. Alright, I gotta stop. But did this fishing hut. It was kind of meant to be, like, this was supposed to be a tree, and then it was built into the mountainside here. Kind of a weird shaped roof, but overall I liked it. Then you come on down here and you go inside, and it's all like dirt and stuff like that inside, but just a little place. You come get your fishing rods, things like that. Really cool looking area. Cool, oh my god, awesome looking area, chill looking area. You know, it was just a nice area to kind of, you know, it was away from the jungle village. Like you can see, it's kind of a little ways away. Kind of had to go through a little pathway through the trees, and it was just a shrouded little pond area that you could come and do your fishing, and, you know, come to the market, buy some stuff. Nice area, I really liked it. And if we keep going along here, we got, this was, I think early in the season I built this. This was my just terrible looking little fishing shack. The roof's really weird. The dock wasn't even level with the rest of the build. It was just, you know, it was meant to, like, you come out here and you stand right here and you can do some fishing, but yeah, not really the coolest build, but it works. It fit in. This bridge is actually kind of cool. I like the design I did. It was just, you know, you got the slabs and then you got these logs that build up, and it was just simple little bridge, and then you just got the water that flows down. I made this like man-made waterfall. It doesn't really look natural, but it was cool just to have some flowing water kind of come down through here. Connects down to here. Just got a bunch of sugar cane, some melons, nothing crazy. And then just we got some more of the little houses. You know, I don't really have to go over these because there's just so many of them. But this is like the grand, cool, awesome, just stairway to heaven, where it's got the mountainside. You know, you walk along, you just get that effect. And I really liked that I did this. I put kind of the logs along the way and just put the, what's it called? Put shrubs on it, or like put the leaves, whatever you want to call it. I should have hid some glowstone in here because I used a lot of torches, but that was, it was a long time ago. You know, my build style has changed since then. And this pathway, or the overall just these walkways, were a pain to build because you kind of, you know, you have to make them go down. Like building the slabs up were easy because you wrap around the tree, but then adding all these logs on the side and having them go down, and then I added in these little fences on every little part where the blocks would go down to give it kind of like a supported look, like it's all connected. That was a pain. Big headache doing all this. And I think I did all of them out of oak wood. Oh wait, no, there wasn't even fence or jungle fences at the time, so oak wood was my only option. But yeah, just do all that. I got another house right there. We continue on up, and it just, you know, it just wraps around completely. I want to say at one point or another, it might have been off camera, but I had some crazy fire that happened here, and I had to run around and put it out. Not entirely sure. Then you come up here, and we just got, you know, a couple more houses. Just added, you know, these just mainly gave the village like more of a populated look because there's just so many of them. But this led over here. I didn't end up adding a like connect way, but this was the house I built towards the end of the season. Just I don't really know how to describe this. It's like a just strangely shaped house, and you know, you kind of come in. It's just an open doorway, and it was cool. It's like this natural effect. Like it's got grass on the ground. I put gravel in certain spots. Got all my chests along here. Got a little kitchen area. Got my bed. I really wanted to have like a pond in there for some reason, and I guess I grew my crops in here. I don't really know what I was thinking, but it's cool. I liked it. And then if we go around the back here, I added flowing water that came out of the pond and it flows down the back of the mountain. It really kind of spread out like crazy. Just, I don't really know. It kind of just, you know, it did its own thing. And then it ended up connecting down here, and I added some more houses that are kind of along the mountainside here. This one's all supported. You can actually reach this one. These ones, on the other hand, you couldn't actually get to. There was no pathway, but they looked cool that they were just, you know, when you're far away, you can see it's connected to the mountain, or it's just built into the mountain. It just adds that whole effect, and I really liked it. So, if we go on back, if I can find where I was, we continue up the stairs. It connects to, you know, got another house here. This was my little, I guess the closest thing you could call it was like the market area. Like this is like the businesses or whatever. Like for one, I have my chicken farm right here. Well, I guess it's not really a business, but chicken farm, I would just spawn a bunch of chickens in here, or like, you know, breed them. Do that. This is where they hung out. Come in, you know, do my business and get chicken. So I think chicken was the main food source I used throughout the season. And then over here is this was my farm. I actually really liked this. This was just, you know, cool design, pretty simple. I had to get some water in there, and so we got water in there. It's just a simple wheat farm. You kind of come in, and it was obviously kind of a pain to farm because I would, you know, I'd like jump up here, and half the time I would end up ruining the dirt. Like, hold on, can I do it real quick? Or maybe I can't do it because of the height. Oh, I guess not. I could have sworn when I came in here I would like end up ruining the dirt, because you know if you jump on top of the dirt it just like it untills the land, I guess. And so I felt like it would do that a lot. And then right here got my little shed. Thought this was kind of cool. Just put a door on the outside here and then just have a chest in there. It's just got all my stuff. Boom. Crafting bench just because I left it there. I tend to do that a lot. If we go on over here, this house right here, just another one of those houses, just takes up space. This was supposed to be kind of like a post office in a way. Like, I really don't know what effect I was going for other than an item frame with a piece of paper, but it's like, dudes come in, grab their stuff, and they're off, and I really don't know. That was my post office. This, I think, is just another house, just empty house. I never furnished any of them. And then right here is just my little blacksmith area, just where I would come smell all my stuff. At the time of this world, there was no anvils, or else I probably would have put one here, and this would have been where I would come to repair tools. But this is, you know, just where I would come do my mass amount of smelting after like a caving trip or something. So, there's that. And then if we come on up, this is the main area right here. This walkway was probably the first one I built. This section, this was probably my main area I liked going to. It was like my favorite, other than the grand ascension, like my stairway to heaven deal with the exposed mountainside. This is probably my other favorite area. So if we continued going up all the way to the top, this was my original bedroom. Open bedroom. You come up here, and my bed was on these two logs right here. Like it was just chilling right there. And then none of these logs were right here. And I'm pretty sure someone suggested, they were like, put in some logs, give it, you know, make it look like it's branches, and you built along the branches. So I added that in, and it gives it a really cool effect. I built leaves all up on the edges so like I wouldn't fall off, and it's just like a little, you know, a little safety feature. These leaves up here I think were all natural, and then I added in the logs just to give it another branch effect. And I want to say someone suggested to grow these trees, because you can see these are just, you know, like 1 block high trees. Not 1 block high, but they're 1 block, like, you know, they're not the 2x2 trees, they're just the 1x1. You know, those built up into the top of it, and I just connected a bunch of stuff. And yeah, it was just my open little room area. And I eventually was like, I want a house, so I built the house down there. And then this is where I also put my enchanting table. This is, I'll just come, do my enchanting, do my thing. I had a jukebox here for some reason. Oh, I had a music disc. What music disc was it? Oh, that's an egg? Oh, is it playing? Ooh. Oh, it's the song used for my outro. Da, da, da. Da, da, da. Alright, no copyright infringement. I can't get banned. I don't know why I have wheat here. That was just there just cause, but yeah, that's my little room area. This right here, one of my favorite storage rooms out of like all my seasons. It has a cool effect. You look at it, you got the little 3x3 of crafting tables. Excessive amount of crafting tables, but it just gives it a cool look. And I just had my my chests here. They're like double chests. I built this probably what, second or third episode of the season? I remember I built this very quickly. And this is where I just kept most of my, my storage for the time being. And like, look at these diamonds. Oh, if I had that on my current season, that's the dream. But yeah, I had a bunch of stuff here. I was very happy. Let's see. Ooh, got some boots, projectile protection, feather falling. Those were big because I would be building up here, building a walkway, fall to my death. No fun. And then right here, just all my old pickaxes. Oh, so much good stuff. I loved it. But that is my storage room, and then if we continue over to here, this is like the main walkway. First off, we got a potion shop here. I don't remember when I built this, but it was cool. You come in, you do your thing. Cauldron was meant just to be there as like a little detail. You wouldn't actually use it, but I hid a little infinite source block here. So if I want to come and just do my brewing, I'd do that. Also has a ladder that goes up to the person's house. Sadly, they could not afford a bed, but I also really like this effect. If you look at these logs right here, if you go down, since it's a slab floor, you can kind of see it's the logs hang out, and it just gives it that cool, it's a cool look. You can see it's like suspended in the air. But yeah, that is the potion shop, which I'm assuming this is spruce wood actually. I didn't know I actually used different roof colors, so that's cool. Right here's one of my friend's houses, Bob's penthouse, that's what he wanted to call it. Apparently he's got an ocelot in here. He does not have a bed though, sadly. I recall he had one at one point, and I think I stole it because living up in the trees, you don't really come across animals as often. So, like, sheeps were just something that I never found. So, that was, I kinda had to steal his bed. This is my buddy New Blues Bungalow. He made the sign himself. So that's why I think they made it like penthouse and bungalow. I don't know what they're doing. But yeah, his actually has a bed, and this is like a spacious one. This is cozy. He's like, hey ladies, you wanna come over to my bungalow? And that would be like his opening line. So boom, that's his house. This thing over here, I really don't know what this is supposed to be. It's just, this is where I would come and like ponder life, just the day. It's been a hard day. I'd just come over here and just kind of look out. I would say look out at the sunset, but I don't think the sun sets over there. But I'd hang out, and it was just a cool little area. I probably should have put like a bench right here. I don't know why I never did. It'd be kind of cool if I had a bench there. But yeah, that's just a little balcony area. If we continue along here, I got one more house. This was Bearcat's house. He was one of my long-time viewers, and he donated, and I was like, I'll throw up a sign. He's paying his rent. And roomy house, but no furnishing, so sadly I did not get around to furnishing any of the houses. Right here was my nether portal. The cool thing about this was it was like a redstone nether portal where I would flip the switch, a fire charge would shoot out and ignite the portal, and then if I flipped it again, water would come out and it would, it'd get rid of it. But I think if I do it, yeah, it is broken. Sad to say that it is broken. Alright, can I fix this now? No! There we go. Voila. But yeah, so that was like a cool little redstone thing that I could do, but I guess as the game updated, it kind of messed with the build for it, and then this back here was just my little pathway to it, where it was like I had a redstone thing right there, upside down staircase, because then I needed like a transparent block, redstone torch, and then just this little configuration. I don't really know what you'd call it. Configuration. I like configuration. And then you come on over here, and this is where I put my ender egg, or my ender dragon egg, whatever. Cool spot. This is just my little trophy room area. I remember a viewer suggested, they're like, make a room and put it in the center. And I was like, that's a good idea. And this is also where I put the, I guess, the donation wall. So, for all the people that donated, thank you. I appreciate it. You helped in the support of my channel. And yeah, so that is mainly it for the tree village. There's a couple other things I want to show you guys. I think mainly it's just my my big huge build in the nether, because I worked on an ender pearl farm. I never finished it, but it kind of worked. It was just never fully done because building it in survival, it was a pain. But sadly, I reset my nether a while back when I was playing on this world. So I originally had it where you would go through my nether portal, and then you would take a minecart to another nether portal, and it would teleport me to the stronghold that I had built the other nether portal in. And it was just like a teleporter that I could use, but instead I have to fly over to it, but I remember where it is. But yeah, that is it for my tree village, at least. I hope you guys like enjoyed seeing this, especially if you guys weren't around to watch this. Like, it's probably cool for you guys to see this whole huge build, and the whole thing's on my channel if you ever wanted to go check out season 2. I will never rewatch my old videos because I can't rewatch old stuff. It's just, I'm like, why did I say that? Why did I sound that way? Like, it's hard to watch old videos after I've made them. But hey, if you want to check them out, be my guest. Right on my channel, I got like season 1, season 2, season 3. So if you're new to season 4, I encourage you to check out the old stuff. Ooh, it's raining too. Nice effect. Alright, let's go find ourselves that place. But yeah, I'd come all the way over here to the village. This is where I would just do my meaningless tasks. And I also had like a little cow farm here. Oh, there's even little babies when I last played. Don't worry, little babies, you'll get to grow old. And I think if we kept going along here, yep, I had this little dirt path that I used to lead to the stronghold. I never finished it though because I ran out of dirt. But come over to here, and then if we go all the way down here, it leads me, I'm pretty sure, right into the room with the what's it called? Because I would like use this as like my little way to go. I'd like swim up and down this. But if we come on in, here's the room, and I had the nether portal right here. I actually made a cool room. It was really cool. You'd go through the nether portal, and I had like a room, and it had like mine carts in it and a track, and then it went all the way through the nether to the other thing. Because in case you didn't know how it worked, at least hopefully it still works, I'm not entirely sure, the distance on the overworld is like reduced in the nether. So I don't know the exact thing, but say for example you travel 1,000 block distance in the overworld, it's reduced like, I don't know, to like 400 in the nether, something like that. So pretty much if you wanted to travel a huge distance, you would put like a teleporter here, and then you go into it and go into the nether, and then you go to like however many blocks where you want the other teleporter to be, and then you do it there. A lot of maths involved. There's tutorials out there. Pretty cool thing if you can figure it out. But it is a headache, I will tell you guys that. But it's well worth it if you can figure it out. Hopefully you can still do it, though. If you can't, that's a little bit of a disappointment. Alright, so here in the end, to do a ender pearl farm at the time, because I don't know if all this can still be done, because this is like a 2-year-old world. So, this was way back in different updates. But pretty much, you had to cover the entire area with slabs, that way endermen wouldn't spawn. So I covered a great deal of it in slabs, but I still had a lot of it to cover. Like, it's insane how much you would have to cover. Like, you'd be better off just loading up creative world and throwing in some ender pearls. But if you want to do everything like legit, then this was the way to do it. So you'd cover everything up, and then you'd come over here and you build this crazy contraption, which I did all this in survival. There's videos of me doing it. I look back now and I'm like, how did I do this? Because of the amount of materials needed. If you look at how many redstone repeaters are on there, like every individual redstone torch, that's one piece of redstone, which redstone's easy to acquire, but as for just redstone repeaters, and each piston requires iron, and there's just so much. And so the whole idea of it was this would be the only area where an enderman could spawn, so they would spawn on here, and this would immediately push them, and since endermen are 3 blocks high, it would push them off, and they would fall all the way down here, and mainly they'd fall to their death, and I could collect ender pearls. Like, speaking of which, got one right here. And then if they survived, they would be like a 1-hit kill, so it was also like an XP farm. So it was really, really cool in theory, but really, really big pain to make. I don't even know if I finished it. I want to say there was more I had to do, but I think I ended up covering it because I was pretty much done with how much work I put into it. It just took so much, and I was like, you know what, we're gonna finish this guy off. So, and you can see I made it out of snow because snow was easy to acquire. Then I'd do all this crap with the slabs, and there was just so much, and you have to build so cautiously in survival. I'd have to like build out and then build along it and then destroy what I made, and it was a headache. as you guys can probably imagine. But all those are out, or all those episodes are out there if you ever want to watch the the headache that is that Enderman farm. And then down here was my little setup. I don't know why I had vines in here, but this was just my little storage area at the time. I just kept, here's all my snow. I don't even know how I have this many buttons. What the heck was I doing? Just all the materials. Holy crap! I have a lot of stuff in here. Ooh, what do we got in the furnace? Ooh, iron. Ooh, we got stuff. 8 iron ingots. Got nothing here. Some iron pants. I like it. But yeah, this was just my little place where I would store it. I want to say I had a bed in here at one point. I don't know if you can sleep in the end, actually. I don't know. I do not know. And this is where I would just do enchanting, because I could actually like hang out and get a handful of levels while I was here. And it was definitely a pain to do, but if you're in a world and you have your friends to help you, it's probably a lot easier to do. But yeah, that was the thing I wanted to show you guys. I wanted to show you guys this huge task that I undertook, and I was semi-successful with it. It was kind of worth it. Not really, but whatever. I have no regrets. But I hope you guys enjoyed the tour of my Season 2 world. If you did, please do leave a like. I hope you guys enjoyed, like I just said. And next episode will be my medieval world, or my Season 3 world. Pretty much I made a cool medieval village. That one I'm very excited to show you guys too. Each one of my worlds, I put a lot of time into. I'm very happy with the memories that I had with it. And I look forward to you guys watching. So yeah, that is it for the video, guys. If you guys enjoyed, please do leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe. See ya. Oh, into the den. Yeah, I made it. Nailed it.